All right, let's go from real sports to esports. Nintendo having problems keeping its Switch in stock. Animal Crossing, Jen Rogers, that is the big game, as I understand it. I believe that you have a Nintendo Switch, or you would like to have.
I have one, Switch. And when this story broke a few weeks ago, I told the children they should consider selling it because they were going for such a profit, and that they could take it and sell it on eBay for twice what I had paid for it. But nobody took me up on that. What I find interesting about this Nintendo story is that this supply chain issue, first of all, this was reported weeks ago. They've got some bottleneck in Vietnam. We would be seeing this replicated around a bunch of other companies and items because of everything that happened with COVID earlier in Asia, also supply chain issues. Just in general, we know those have been disrupted. But we're only seeing them with this because there's actual demand. People don't need to make anything else. They're just making devices that we have at home. And so we're seeing this sort of issue around the supply chain flare up here, but it could have flared up in a lot of different places. There's just no demand for anything right now.
Yeah, I had no issues getting an Xbox because apparently there's a new Xbox coming out at Christmas time. But guess what? I didn't want to wait till Christmas time. I wanted an Xbox right now because right now is when I have nothing to do other than this.
Yeah, well, we considered getting another PlayStation, but there's a new PlayStation coming out. So I said, no way, we're waiting because we're going to be part of the super cycle for PlayStation.
Very good. Hey, so are you familiar with the rate cut in Animal Crossing? Did we get into that last week, or is that only on the meeting that we talked about that?
That was only in the meeting. I don't play it. Does Dan play? Miles, you don't play either.
Yeah. I have a lot of questions about Animal Crossing, you guys. It does seem like it has created an entire new community and world for people, which is fun. And of course, this isn't the first game. I mean, remember years and years ago, there was Second Life, where people were fully immersed in the realm. But it is funny to me that a Nintendo game that also specifically one that has such a cutesy, childish aesthetic is what has caught on during this time. It seems to me a generally positive and happy story. And I'm loving all the very granular news stories about things happening within Animal Crossing. Miles mentioned there seems to be a whole Animal Crossing sub-economy. And then here's one from Polygon, the video game site. It says, why is KK Slider the only fully nude animal in Animal Crossing? I don't even know what that means, but it's making me very interested in the game.
I have played the game. I have quickly lost interest because you have to really dedicate a lot of hours. So the time matches up with real life. So if you decide to log on at 10:45, you can't really do anything. The store is closed, whatever. You have to wait till the morning. Who has time to log on at 11 a.m. when the store is open? So I kind of lost interest. My fiance's mad at me because he bought the game and thinking that I would be interested. And then one other point, Counter-Strike, StarCraft, I have seen those communities kind of re-galvanize during this time. It's just a nostalgia effect. To Dan's point, people want something that they were playing in high school. They want something that's sort of rudimentary, that you can turn your brain off and you don't need to be consuming the news and you can just not be talking about anything related to COVID. So it's interesting, this escapist culture, obviously, that has really sprouted during this time.
Wait, Melody, you said who has the time? Clearly many people right now.
I know, but not us. We're working, I think.
Right.
Zelda is very popular right now. It was last year, but it's come back. Did you guys? Is that not nostalgic for you guys?
I played it on N64, but it's very similar to Pokemon, right? Pokemon had a Pokemon Go, so I guess Zelda came back. But yeah, I mean, Animal Crossing, it's part of like, if you talk to real video game bulls and nerds and stuff, they talk about the metaverse, that it's just as good as living our real lives. And that's basically, someone would choose to do Animal Crossing instead of have like IRL friends, which, look, we don't have IRL friends anymore. So it's good as anything else.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.